Hello and welcome to Sydney. I'm at the Sydney Gymnastics and Aquatics Centre for the GymSport Clinic, which is held by Gymnastics New South Wales here in Australia. Actually the third time that I've done this conference. I did it in 2017, I think, 2019, and obviously I'm back here now, and it's just great to be back. Despite a very long journey, travelled from London to Hong Kong to Sydney, and I got to the hotel about 11 o'clock last night, straight into the gym this morning for 8:30. I've delivered 4 sessions today about non-technical topics, things like self-awareness, how to raise performance of your athletes in terms of their standards. We've talked about how to be positively demanding as a coach. So some really important conversations which have taken place, and it's just great to be back. It's been a tough day for me because I only got a couple of hours sleep last night, as I'm sure you can imagine, and I'm only here for 3 nights before heading straight back to London, with some events that I've got to take place next week. But yeah, just great to see some old friends, great to make new friends, and I just love having these coaching conversations. I'm not here alone, of course. There's plenty of other presenters here, including Lee Walls, who's a good friend of mine from Great Britain that I'm sure a lot of you will be familiar with. So yeah, I've just really enjoyed today so far. Tomorrow and Sunday is going to be more kind of athlete-led, so yeah, some other presenters coming in. We're going to be working with the athletes directly. I'm going to weave a bit of content in for you to see about what we've been getting up to. So yeah, hope you enjoy this behind the scenes again here from Sydney. Enjoy. I should mention, this is the largest gym in the Southern Hemisphere. It's absolutely massive, and I guess it needs to be to accommodate all the disciplines that they do here, and particularly for a conference like this where there's multi-disciplines taking place with different presenters. So yeah, it's a fantastic space, very inspiring. Certainly not your average gym. So as always, when I'm delivering my content on these conferences and sessions, I'm just trying to simplify messages and get coaches to take a step back and reflect on exactly where they're at, because sometimes we're too emotionally close to actually reflect and see things for how they are. So, taking that bird's eye view, taking a step back from the program so that you can see things for how they are is really useful. And often, we just shouldn't complicate the opportunities that are presented in order to improve performance. So some of the messages today were about looking at the different variables of how to improve performance. So, what's the athlete doing? How are they doing it? How often are they doing it? What's the quantity they do it each time? How consistent are they doing it? So that you can try and understand, like, where is the opportunity for them to improve. Maybe you're trying to improve your kids' backward giants. So it's not a case of that you're not doing it because you're training it every single day. Maybe you're not doing enough reps. Maybe you're doing enough reps, you're doing it frequently enough, but the quality's not there. And another thing I've been talking about is just simply raising expectations. Like when we set a low bar for the athletes, like they will hit that bar and they'll reach it. But often if we raise the bar higher and we are very skilled at delivering our message, then they'll also reach that bar and they'll reach the bar above. So, the kids are amazing, capable of amazing things, but they do need to be pushed and challenged in an ethical way, in a way that's positively demanding for them to achieve their potential. Just take a step back. What work needs to be done? What's priority right now, and how can you problem solve and get it fixed? That's around 5 p.m. here. I might be done for the day. I've got to try and keep myself awake now for the next few hours, otherwise I'm not going to get much sleep tonight. As I said, I'm only here for 3 days. I'm not expecting to adjust in time, but I want to try and set myself up for a bit of success tomorrow, because tomorrow's probably my biggest day whilst I'm here working with the athletes. I've got warm-ups, got coach education, got a Q&A. It's a pretty heavy schedule tomorrow, so I try and capture as much of that content as possible. And for now, I think I might hit the gym, keep myself awake, and yeah, just do whatever I can to not be falling asleep. See you soon. Morning all, it is 8 a.m. here in Sydney. This is day 2, Saturday. The athletes arrived today, so 2 days now, Saturday, Sunday of training, a bit of coach development mixed in. Today's probably my biggest day, or my busiest day on the schedule. So I've got a physical prep lecture this morning, got physical prep with the athletes, I've got a warm up later, I've got 3 rotations on the floor today, and a Q&A session, followed by dinner this evening with all the presenters together. So it's a big day. In the grand scheme of things, it's not particularly a big day. It's just amplified because of the lack of sleep. I think about 8 hours combined sleep in the last 3 nights. So obviously that just makes everything a bit more tricky. Probably mentioned this before, but I try and remind myself of 3 things or 3 behaviours, attitudes that I want to embody in the day. So I've got to remember that I've got a very short period of time with these athletes. Like today might be the first time and the last time that I ever meet them. I want to make a good impression. I want them to benefit with the time that we have together, and the same for the coaches as well. So I just kind of need to push my fatigue to one side and just remember why I'm here. And that's hopefully to make a positive and lasting difference on the athletes' lives or the coaching. I'm now in the gym. I've just done my physical prep presentation, and Stacey's currently doing a very high energy dynamic warm-up, which is certainly what she's known for. Really good vibe in the gym because there's just so many disciplines in here at the moment. We've got men's artistic, women's artistic, DMT, acro, tumbling, just awesome to have so much going on. Obviously you can only do that in such a big facility like this, which is why Rooty Hill here lends itself to this kind of conference. But yeah, amazing vibe and looking forward to a good day of training. I'm back, and I didn't actually get a chance to shoot any content yesterday because I was too busy delivering really on floor. So this is day 3, this is Sunday. I'm heading home back to the UK tonight, which is obviously crazy turnaround, being here and back in 3 days. And I'm on bars today. That's been great. I've got a few shots that I can show you of some of the great work that was going on bars, certainly some big skills, which is fabulous. But I'd say one thing that I've really realised here, I had a great conversation with Daniel, who's the acro coach, also British, and we were talking about the use of spotting belts and rigs this morning, and just made me realise again the power of cross-pollination of ideas between different sports, but also different disciplines. I actually think some of the other disciplines don't get enough credit for what they do, acro being one of them, because acrobatically, the quality of technique and work is quite phenomenal. And we had a good conversation about how they teach saltos or somersaults to young kids, using the belt, not allowing them to do poor technique because they don't have the strength necessarily to maintain nice shapes and all of that kind of stuff. And maybe there might be another gym down the road that's got high performance DMT or acro or trampoline, and I just think it's really worth exploring that and learning what we can from those different environments. So yeah, I've really enjoyed my trip here as always. Third one, I'd love to come back again. Really enjoyed the energy and the vibe and the community, and also looking forward to getting back to the UK. Got a couple of events taking place next week, and then you'll find me in Canada the week after. All right, see you soon. Just wanted to share that we had a session there with Hiro from Japan, who's the head national coach of the men's Japanese team, former personal coach to Uchimura, and great session. He spent about an hour sharing the strategy that they took as the team to try and win a medal, obviously the gold medal in Paris as a team, and that paid off. And so he was sharing with us that, and there was some technical information in there, but also there was a lot about values and communication and buy-in as a team, and a shared mission and all of that. And it was just really powerful stuff when you hear real life examples of people doing great work, and doesn't get much better than winning an Olympic gold at the team final in Paris. So thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm coming away really inspired. I've had the opportunity to meet some fantastic people here, not only personal coaches that I've seen before in previous visits, but great athletes, fantastic presenters, and just feel really inspired and connected back to the community, which is lovely. So yeah, this will be my final video. I'm heading to the airport now. Catch up with you on my next behind the scenes in Canada.